This is the Bison Football Show with Coach Matt Entz, hosted by Jeremy Jorgenson, and presented by Gate City Bank.
North Dakota State completed its second consecutive unbeaten regular season, tied its own FCS record with a 33rd straight win, and now charges into the bracket with home field advantage for what should be another exciting December in Fargo. We welcome to the set head coach Matt Entz. And Coach, congratulations to you, the players, your staff. A 12-0 regular season, that's pretty awesome. This is a lot of fun, isn't it?
It is. It's unbelievable to think that we've already played 12 games as fast as it's gone. I credit that to just the quality of staff, the players we have, the administration. You enjoy, as a head football coach, I love going up to the Dome and love getting to work with our student athletes every day.
You know, the bracket comes out later today. Know you have home field wrapped up. Are you excited for the bracket and the postseason? It's a fun time of year.
Oh, it is. You know, it's always, today brings some, hesitation. You get excited about who you're going to play, but then there's the potential of two different teams. Always excited to know that we're going to be coming back to the Dome and playing in front of the best fans in the country. So that is comforting to know that whoever we play has to not only deal with the Bison on the field, but deal with our fans in the crowd.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, this last game, SIU had a good football team, didn't they?
They did. Well coached. Coach Hill's done an outstanding job of getting them kind of going again. And for years, I know my early years in the league, Southern Illinois was one of the top, if not the top team in the league. And so to see them playing better football and physical football is good for the Missouri Valley.
Yeah, I certainly think they're going to be in the bracket even with the loss. But let's break down this game with Southern Illinois. Good football team. Southern Illinois came in 7-4. They were fighting to get into the bracket. They won the toss, deferred. So the Bison get the ball first, and I thought this was a really impressive first drive with a lot of third down conversions.
It was. I think we were 3 for 3. Here's a big throw from the opposite side hash, and again, Jimmy Kaporis making third down catches for us.
And it's so huge to extend drives on third down, isn't it?
Oh, it is. I mean, just to continue to try to wear down the opponent's defense, to get some continuity going from an offensive standpoint.
This was a 3rd and 10 right here.
Yeah, again, Jimmy Kaporis, just his name continues to come up, and he has such a big role for our football team.
Kobe Johnson, really good in traffic, good vision.
Great here, it kind of bounces around a little bit, and then all of a sudden turns the jets on and is not going to get caught. I believe 44-yard touchdown.
How important was it to go up 7-0 on that opening drive?
Well, it's big. I mean, we've done a great job in recent weeks of starting fast, and again, our offense has done it a number of weeks in a row.
Javon Williams Jr., he's a redshirt freshman, and he's a load, isn't he?
He is. He's a great back and downhill runner. You got to have more than one guy tackle him. So he provided some challenges for us.
No doubt. You see, he tried the Tim Tebow try there, but the Bison defense was all over him. I thought James Hendricks had a really good game. James
had a real good game. Coming up with, I want to say, his 11th or 12th career pick. Had made some big-time tackles for us in the open field. But those are the things you expect from your fifth-year senior.
You know, the field position was tough. After the pick, you're obviously backed up, but I thought Trey Lance made good decisions here.
He did. I can't think, this might have been a third down when we were backed up, just to have space. You never want to punt from the shadows of the end zone.
No doubt. Gave yourself a little breathing room. They get the football back. There's Nick Hill and Javon Williams Jr. back to work. He had a pretty good first half, really.
He did. We let him loose a little bit. Probably weren't as good tacklers as we need to be. And again, it came down just to fundamentals during the course of the game.
You know, this was a 10-play drive for them, and they ran it all 10 times. They just don't throw it much, do they?
Well, they did throw. I think there was twice that they scrambled for first downs, which was frustrating on some 3rd and 10s.
Yep.
We just got to do a better job, kind of picking and choosing when we're going to play pressure.
Yep, they finish it off here. So it's 7-7. It's a ball game right now, isn't it?
Great run by Southern Illinois, and we knew it was going to be a tough game.
Yeah, no doubt. Some explosive runs for the Bison in this one, though.
Oh, definitely. Here, Adam Cofield, A-gap power, doing a nice job getting vertical downfield, and big gain for us.
You know, they blitzed and timed it pretty well most of the day, didn't they?
They did. On this drive, if I remember right, we got behind the chains because of a penalty, and all of a sudden you become one-dimensional. Your playbook becomes less thick, and you got a pass game. It gets tough.
You guys made great adjustments, starting to slow that running game down now.
We did. Coach Braun and his staff do an outstanding job each week of putting together a great plan and putting us in a situation to be successful.
Destin Talbert getting more reps. Josh Hayes had a concussion early in the game, so he wasn't available, correct? Yeah.
You got banged up early in the game, and so we just held him out just for, we knew we were going to have to play again and wanted to make sure he was available.
Absolutely. Gang tackling, it's a big deal, isn't it?
It is. We got to get more people to the football, and it's something that we continually talk about.
Again, the field position, it's really tough to start backed up a lot, isn't it? And that certainly was the case.
Well, it limits your calls as an offensive coordinator. Great run by Adam. I get a little nervous when he starts bouncing things into the end zone, but it worked out for him. Getting the ball out of the shadows in the end zone is big.
Yeah, no doubt. Trey Lance, just really good, elusive, physical runner.
He is. He can extend plays with his feet. He's got a great arm. Again, getting a big first down for us here was critical at this moment.
You know, you had a choice of a field goal or try to go for a touchdown. Went for the touchdown here.
Yeah, well, it was going to be a long field goal.
Yep.
We felt like, with Trey's success this year, he was going to put us in the best situation, and it was probably inches away from being a score.
Yep, it was just a toenail, and what a throw by Trey Lance. It doesn't go down as a completion, but that was an unbelievable throw by Lance. Dropped that right into a shoebox. Really impressive. 7-7, so it was a ball game at halftime. Total yards 211 to 131 on our Nodak Insurance scoreboard here. Rushing yards 86, so Southern Illinois had a little success, but not a ton. The Bison were at 116. Before we get to the second half, let's get to know Dylan Raduns a little bit.
This is Would You Rather with the 2019 Bison, presented by Gate City Bank.
Would you rather go fishing or hunting?
Fishing for sure. Yeah.
Would you rather go skydiving or cliff diving?
Skydiving.
Would you rather go camping or stay in a hotel?
Stay in a hotel for sure.
Would you rather shovel snow or swat mosquitoes?
Shovel snow all day.
Would you rather swim in a pool or a lake?
Lake.
How about would you rather drive or fly?
Fly for sure. That's always fun.
Would you rather walk 10 miles or go to the dentist?
Go to the dentist. I like clean teeth, so.
Would you rather bite your tongue while eating or step on a Lego?
Oof, step on a Lego, yeah, for sure.
Would you rather sit on a beach or a cruise ship?
Gosh, beach for sure, beach.
Okay. Would you rather confront an alligator or a bear?
Oh my goodness. Alligator, I feel like I get away from alligator better.
Would you rather be thirsty or hungry?
Thirsty.
Would you rather sit in a tractor or an office?
Oh boy, tractor probably, yeah, definitely.
Would you rather watch a movie at home or go to a theater?
Go to a theater for sure.
Would you rather drink coffee or juice in the morning?
Coffee, definitely coffee.
Would you rather own a fancy house or a fancy vehicle?
Fancy vehicle, big vehicle guy.
Well, Coach, it was 7-7 at half, so it was a ball game. What was the halftime locker room like?
It was good. Our kids, we had a penalty that I felt like kind of slowed us down on the one drive where we got down near the red zone. That was a little frustrating. Some tackling issues that I thought we could clean up. It wasn't really schematics. We just needed to play better. Yeah. And that was on each individual in the locker room. It wasn't any call or any defensive scheme that was going to rectify anything. We just needed to play better individually, and so that's what I challenged them with.
Yeah, no doubt, and they did play better. We didn't mention it in the first half as we roll the second half here, but the weather wasn't great. It was cold, and it rained the first half, but that did shut off in the second half. It was a little mist, so it was kind of different. But really, this was the last hurrah for Javon Williams, a 30-yard run, but he didn't get much in the game after this run.
No, this was the last one. It was a play we hadn't seen before. They must have saved one of their openers for the second half, and then, but to hold them to a missed field goal that series was big. That was good momentum for our team, and then get our offense back on the field.
Yeah, no doubt. And right away, a 3rd and 7. It wasn't all Jimmy Capurras. Christian Watson makes a good play on 3rd down.
Does. Christian just continues to impress me with his maturity, with his decision-making on the football field, and his ability to make plays.
The Bison run game started to click a little bit early in the third quarter here as well.
Yeah, another inside, power, A-gap power. Again, Kobe Johnson, yards after contact. You see Carson continue to push the pile.
You know, they were stopping the run pretty good, but Trey Lance had some physical runs, 57 yards, and they were all hard yards too.
Exactly. This is a great read right here, and getting positive yards and getting right downhill.
Big drive, marching it down the field here. This was big, wasn't it?
It was. Here against Phoenix Sproles. and then we're getting another block by Christian Watson, just extra 2-3 yards at the end of plays.
This was really a statement. 7-7, you needed to put a drive together, and you did, and punch it in the end zone here.
Did Adam Cofield being physical and just willing his way, running through Saluki defenders.
Yeah, 14-7 at this point now. That was a big one to give a little breathing room. And now the defense pinning their ears back on Javon Williams Jr. I like this play because 5 snorties on 3rd and 5. Everybody getting a hat to the ball.
You know, that's what we needed to do. And that's a great example of Code Green defense right there.
You know, 3rd and 8, Trey really made some good reads and good decisions.
He did. Another throw from this,
wow,
to the sideline, to the ticks. Big time throw.
And this is a good read here. This is a kind of an option where he can hand it off or keep it himself, and he makes a great call.
He does. Again, he's reading the defensive end, and he's able to get downhill on some of our perimeter run game, and touchdown for him. And he provides so much in just the run game threat.
And did you feel like defensively right now in this part of the game you were starting to lock them up? They were really kind of scrambling offensively.
A little bit. We felt like as if we could get them behind the sticks, they were struggling to throw the football. We did a great job by Jabril Cox keeping the cup out there on a really good football player.
You know, Jabril played well, didn't he? He missed the last game, but he did a great job.
He did. He was going to get back and play, and that tells you just how important it is for him to be a Bison.
Yep, after a Bison missed field goal coming up here, they get the ball back, so they're still trying to move the football. Southern Illinois is, and one of their last drives here where they actually had some success.
They did. Again, we're doing a nice job, and then they catch us in a little bit of a no huddle tempo. We bust a fit here on the split zone and miss a tackle. They got some electric offensive players and big gains. That's one we wish we could have back.
You know, this is really a statement here, though, because they're right on the doorstep, and James Hendricks makes a couple of big plays. This was a great goal line stand.
Great goal line stand by all 11 guys. I mean, you see the physicality up front and, the will to keep them out of the end zone and take pride in our red zone defense. We practice it an awful lot and for moments like this.
Yeah, no doubt. James Hendricks right there at the goal line keeps him out, and they get nothing. Right there, which was big, but now you're backed up again and you need some breathing room, so this is another big Adam Cofield run coming up. It
is, and Adam, again, getting downhill, getting us out of the shadows of the end zone, getting us some breathing room, and we knew at this point we needed just to get one first down was probably going to get us the win.
Yep, that basically ran out the clock, and a hard-fought, solid win by the Bison. 21-7, Southern Illinois, a much-improved football team. Again, I think they're going to be in the bracket. We'll see later today, but you see the rushing yards. Southern Illinois got 206, but a lot of those were hard-fought, especially in the second half. Total yards, 392, just the second time below 400 for the Bison. SIU did a pretty nice job. Let's hear what the players had to say after the game.
Seeing the opportunity that was presented today and being able to take advantage of it against a really good football team. Being 12-0 is a goal that we set out for, but it's something that you got to take 1 week at a time, and that's where I'm so proud of these guys. And 12 straight weeks of truly taking it one game at a time, and this week was no different, and come out on top was really big.
Obviously we're frustrated. Scoring 7 points is not something we ever really do or want to do. So I think the frustration and the excitement, just wanting to go out and obviously finish this thing the right way. Just being thankful for this opportunity. All the coaches have put us in great positions to be successful. So we just need to come out and execute.
There were some adjustments, but the biggest thing was, as a defense, we need to tackle better. We hit every fit. We were in the right spots every single time, but that's a credit to 15 and 9. I mean, those guys are really good football players, but we're really good too, and we just got to tackle better, and I think we did a really good job of that in the second half.
Credit to all the seniors. Just thankful for all of them. Obviously we wouldn't be here without them, but and this is for them. That's how we do it every year, and it says a lot about the type of group they are, the leaders they are, and how they come to work every single day and push us.
It's been the first time ever in NDSU history to go 12-0 in a regular season, and doing that and celebrating with the guys, and then just kind of reminiscing on where we've come from and the coaching change, and when Mr. Larson named Entz the head coach, and just everybody buying in and just got us to this point, and we just got to keep it going forward.
Happy group after another win. Well, the Bison offense was really good on third down at Southern Illinois thanks to Jimmy Kapuris, who has become a third down star for the Bison. Jimmy was a star in Game 12.
The player of the game, presented by Nodak Insurance Company.
Kapuris had his father at the game, who was grinning from ear to ear afterwards as his son made tough catch after tough catch en route to a stellar 80-yard day on 6 catches. Jimmy will do anything to get the team a win.
It's cool when a lot of guys, come up to you after and they're like, good play, way to keep the drive alive and stuff. So I think that's the biggest thing, is just, keep my confidence high, honestly, and just be in support of the team, because, I don't need to score, but if somebody else does, that's all that matters, really, as long as we win at the end of the day and we're 1-0 at the end of the week.
That's the attitude you want to hear from the players, isn't it?
It is. It sounds awfully familiar. And in both those segments right there, you hear kids talking about just taking care of them week by week and stack win on top of wins. And just so happened this year we were 1-0 12 times.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Third down, Jimmy Capers has been so good. Let's look at a graphic in conference play, how good the Bison have been offensively on third down. 54%, 53 of 99. You look at the game by game, that's just great efficiency on third down, isn't it?
It is. I mean, it shows a couple things. One, we're making good decisions from the quarterback position, but also, probably within there's a lot of third and shorts. Yeah. And we're keeping it in where we can utilize our run game still to get some conversions.
Yeah, 54% is right up there at the tops in the nation as far as percentage on third down, so that's great work right there. Let's wrap up the regular season for Trey Lance. He started the season as the starter, redshirt freshman, played outstanding. Where would you rate him after 12 games?
I think he continues to impress and making good decisions. He's unbelievably calm and collected in his approach to the game. And so, I know in having gotten to know him, there's more in the tank for him. And he demands a lot out of himself, but he's a special young man, special football player, great leader, because the position of quarterback just carries that leadership title. And he's done a great job of handling that as a redshirt freshman.
33 total touchdowns. He has 741 rushing yards. Just a great dual threat, isn't he?
He is, and he's so dangerous to have to defend. And I know if I was D coordinator, he would cause a lot of sleepless nights.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, as we wrap up the regular season as well, let's look at the offensive line. Let's give the Rams some love. That's an easy thing to do, right? They've played so well. But these 5 guys started every game, all 12 games. Durability, toughness, just getting the job done, aren't they?
They are, and I need to probably start with Zach Johnson, our only senior in the group. And Zach was an all-conference player at tackle, but for us to be the best unit we could be, he needed to move the guard, and his willingness, his leadership, the tenacity that he's attacked that new position with has been unbelievable throughout the course of the year. And to allow Cordell to get into the mix at tackle just has only helped the Bison continue to improve. But these 5 guys emulate everything that is good about being a Bison.
Yesterday when they could sense some blood in the water, they charged out onto the field. The breath was coming out and they were steaming. These guys are intense, aren't they? And Carson Schooning, I think, has settled into the center spot real nice.
Carson's done a great job, and he IDs a lot of our protections, a lot of our run game, and we haven't had a drop-off. Him and Trey have a real good connection back there. But you're right. These guys attack practice. They attack the weight room. Everything they do is 100 miles an hour. And some of the credit needs to go to, Coach Blazek's done a great job of being the new coach, but also, keeping the Rams still the Rams. And he's bought into the tradition of Ram football.
Yeah, no doubt. Blazek's done a great job. Congratulations, Coach, on that. Well, the Mostert twins, we got the story. How do you tell them apart? They're identical. They look a lot alike. It's a fun story. You'll want to see it. Stay with us. Well, the Bison have had lots of brothers on the roster. Right now, the Kubas boys out of Dickinson are here, but identical twins, that's a new one. The Mosterts have a dry sense of humor, which only adds to the fun of trying to tell them apart.
Today's Bison football feature story is presented by Olaf Anderson Construction.
The Bison football team is a family, and throughout the years, there have been plenty of brothers to play for the program. For perhaps the first time ever, there are identical twins on the team.
Eli Mostert, Will Mostert.
Now, it's not common for twins to play Division I sports, let alone for the same team, which could lead to some confusion.
How often do you guys get confused for each other?
A lot, every day. Nobody really knows right now. It'll take them probably a year.
Very few people. Our parents sometimes get us messed up.
But it's very tough.
Honestly, I don't know how people do it. I don't really know how, but I don't really look at myself, so.
Yeah, usually they just guess, and it's 50-50, so, it's good odds.
Will is the older one.
By how long?
13 minutes.
And how often do you let him know that?
Decent amount. Decent, like, a few times a month.
The brothers combined for a rarity in sports. In the Western Illinois game, Will was credited with causing a fumble, and Eli jumped on the loose ball. There is a little difference now between the two. After working with Coach Kramer, Eli has put on about 10 more pounds than Will.
Well, I'm playing D tackle, so they need to make me gain weight. I came in at 253, and now I'm up to 260.
Both brothers tell us it's great to have someone they know to talk to at the end of a tough day. And it's even better when you really are family. For the Bison Football Show, I'm Alex Egan.
So how do you tell them apart?
I struggle at times. You know, they joke with me and say, well, the one has a mole on his arm. I'm like, come on, guys, you got to help me out a little bit more than that.
They're going to be good, though.
They're going to be really good football players, and Coach Kramer's done a great job with them. And you know, I think they'll both be up 270, 275, hopefully by next fall. But I think you're going to hear a lot of these two.
Oh, great. That's awesome to have them in the program. Kobe Johnson is from Georgia, but he is not the only Georgia boy in this true freshman class. Dom Jones is a long-looking defensive back, and he is doing some nice things on scout team.
The future crop of Bison, presented by Peterson Farms Seed.
Well, Jones is from Duluth, Georgia, and with that 6'2" frame, Jim Kramer is licking his chops to chisel him up. He says in his area of Georgia, the FCS is not a thing. It's all about the FBS, but it didn't take him long to learn about the Bison.
Being from down south, you don't really hear much about like northern schools, and really like all down south is just FBS, not really FCS. So when Coach Buddha came attached to me, and he just sold the idea about FCS football and like the impact that they had for this entire run, so kind of impacted my decision.
Georgia's been good to the Bison lately.
We got two special players out of there, and Dom's going to be one. Continues just to learn, and Dave Braun's done a great job with him. Just working with him, you can see his mental growth, his physical growth, just jumping by leaps and bounds this fall so far. So going to be another name that our fans are going to hear a lot about.
No doubt. Well, you'll get fired up for the playoffs. We'll talk about it. Stay with us. Same drill on the playoff tickets. They go on sale online only today at 5. Season ticket holders have until next Tuesday after Thanksgiving to pick up their tickets. So playoff time, the Bison are 12-0. Enjoy it, everybody. Have a happy Thanksgiving.